The water current in an endless pool is what allows you to enjoy the highest quality swim in such a small space. In an endless pool, the current is wider than your body and deeper than your stroke. Water flows in a river-like current past the swimmer and through a protective grill at the rear of the pool. Separating into two streams, the water returns to the front of the pool through the channels, which also serve as seating. Guided by arrays of turning vanes to minimize turbulence and increase efficiency, the streams of water join at the front, pass through our propulsion housing, and enter the swimming area after passing through the conditioning grill. The stream of water that emerges is smooth, even, and completely adjustable in speed. Let's begin with a simple installation on a solid level surface. The first step is to assemble the 6 steel panels to form a rectangle. Panels are joined together with 3/8 nuts and bolts. Hardware is supplied to reinforce each of these corners. The front panel has cutouts to accommodate all of the standard through-wall connections. At the top of each long wall, heavy reinforcing channels are installed to stiffen the pool enclosure. The pool may be anchored into the floor using the anchor bolts provided. Optional tension straps may also be used. Along the top edge of the pool, an optional aluminum coping system is installed to provide a finished surface. When a custom coping is desired, we provide a simple liner hanger system around the perimeter. A heavy gauge membrane is next. This holds the water and provides a soft, durable finish to the inside of the pool. To create the unique swim current in an endless pool, we installed a stainless steel propulsion system at the front of the pool. This unit pulls water through 4 stainless steel channels on either side of the pool. At the rear, in each corner, we place a turning vane array. We connect this system of water return channels with a perforated stainless steel outlet grill at the back of the pool. Both the 5 horsepower hydraulic power unit used to create the swim current and the water quality system used to heat, filter, and sanitize the water can be located up to 75 feet away. An interior space is really just a floor, a ceiling, and vertical walls. In a 20-foot long room, a standard endless pool looks like this. But maybe there's something in the way, or the room is smaller. We can reduce the length of an endless pool by as much as 2 feet, or we can change the orientation of the pool. This would allow us to choose a wider pool. We make pools 1, 2, or even 3 feet wider. And we can also make them 2 feet longer. Looking again at our standard endless pool, we can see that building a deck around the pool makes it easier to get into the pool and makes it appear built in. The ceiling height determines how high this deck can be. An endless pool will fit even with a very low ceiling height. When the pool is installed above ground like this, a small step or two is especially helpful. Of course, you can also excavate and sink the pool into the floor to achieve these same benefits. But unless your project involves new construction, this excavation is more costly than building a deck around a freestanding pool. With an endless pool, the largest component is the pool panel. Whether you're installing the pool in an existing space or relocating it to a new space, the great thing about an indoor installation is that you can swim year-round. A standard flat-bottom pool has a water depth of 39 inches, or 1 meter. This waist-deep water is perfect for swimming. The mirror at the front allows you to stay centered and provides valuable feedback about your stroke. Notice, this angled mirror attaches to the front propulsion housing and extends into the swim area. A mirror may also be placed on the bottom of the pool. This floor mirror allows you to see your stroke while looking down. The water above the benches is 24 inches deep, making them ideal for sitting and relaxing after a good swim. Exercises are often performed while sitting on the bench. Knees, hips, abdominals all benefit from water exercise in a low-impact, weight-free environment. A variety of exercise accessories are also available. People frequently exercise in waist-deep water while holding onto the standard grab bar at the front of the pool. The grab bar provides stability. Some people use the perimeter benches for step-up exercises. The optional grab bar here is helpful. Running is also popular and works with a standard depth. It works for someone 6'2" or someone 5'2". A standard endless pool rests on a flat concrete base. To make the area between the benches deeper, this base needs to step down. The dotted blue lines indicate the bottom of the pool panels, which for a standard endless pool have inside dimensions of 7 feet by 14 feet. A typical deeper area is 5 feet by 9 feet. By creating a deeper area in the concrete base and ordering a custom liner to fit this deeper area, you can make your endless pool whatever depth you want. Here, the deeper area is 1 foot. This yields a water depth of 39 inches plus 12 inches for a total of 51 inches, ideal for water exercises, depending on your height. Of course, depth is relative. If you can't decide what depth you need, a pool with multiple depths is an option. The real question is, who will use the pool and how will they use it? We recommend that you leave a shelf at the front to accommodate the angled mirror and to help you step in and out of the front of the pool. A step can be located in any of the 4 corners. A step located near a shelf makes getting in and out even easier. You can see how a partially in-ground pool is the easiest to access. If you install your pool fully in ground, you may choose our optional railing and stair. If you do, you'll need to extend this shelf or reduce the length of the deeper area to accommodate the stairs. Looking at the pool in cross-section, we can see that the benches on either side are 1 foot wide. This means that the deeper area can only be 5 feet wide for our standard pool. When the pool is made 1 foot wider, of course, the deeper area can also be wider. We see that as the pool is made wider, you have some flexibility regarding the dimensions of the exposed shelf on either side. The exposed shelves make it easier to step up and down from the benches. For narrower pools, these side shelves might get in the way, and we don't recommend them. At the rear, we recommend a shelf so that you have a place to put your feet while you sit on the rear bench. If you select the optional hydrotherapy jets, we recommend installing them on the back wall, under the cover. Be sure to leave sufficient access for service, and always refer to our printed technical materials when planning your project. Of course, if you plan to get in and out of the back of the pool, the shelf should be designed to accommodate either a corner step or a full set of stairs. It is important to recognize that some site work is required to accomplish a deeper pool. As we've seen, rather than install the endless pool on a flat surface, you'll need a surface with a section cut out. For our standard pool, shown here, we can see the room left at the front and back for shelves. We can also see the room for the stainless steel benches on either side. Forming this in concrete is relatively straightforward. If you don't want to dig down through an existing cement slab, you can simply build a plywood platform to achieve a deeper pool without excavation. We supplied drawings illustrating how this can be done simply and inexpensively for deeper areas up to a foot. Many of our customers build these platforms to achieve the water depth they desire, often in cases when they plan to relocate their pool. Custom deeper liners are typically ordered after the panels are in place, and you can verify as-built dimensions. Always allow a few weeks for the fabrication of your custom liner. While waiting for the liner to arrive, construction can continue. Building this platform in plywood can be done in ground floor spaces with ceilings that can accommodate a pool higher than 42 inches. In a case like this, a deck may be constructed to make the pool appear built in. Of course, you can also dig down. This involves more excavation and at least 2 levels of concrete. The upper level supports the pool panels, the stainless steel underwater benches, the propulsion housing. The lower level, between the benches, forms the deeper area. The endless pool deeper option gives you a custom pool to meet your exact swimming and exercise requirements. Anytime you put a pool indoors, humidity is an important consideration. With our optional retractable security cover, water evaporates from an endless pool only when the pool is uncovered. The rate of evaporation from an uncovered pool that is not in use is easy to calculate. In a typical indoor pool room, this evaporation depends on the temperature of the water, the temperature of the room, the relative humidity of the room, and of course the size of the pool you select. A standard endless pool has less than 100 square feet of open water surface. If the water is kept at 84 degrees, the room is kept at 80 degrees, and the relative humidity of the room is 60%, the pool will lose 2 pints of water every hour it is left open. So if you open your endless pool for a half-hour swim, you'll lose at least 1 pint of water into the room. Now, a pint isn't much. On the other hand, if you keep it open 24 hours a day, or it's just the kids, remember, no diving, kids, and you select hydrotherapy jets and never turn them off, you could have a problem. If we were outdoors, we wouldn't care. But indoors, we need to plan for moisture. Surfaces around the pool should be finished appropriately. Tile, wood, or even certain types of carpet, but they all must be selected with moisture in mind. Think of the pool room as being like a room with a shower, and the humidity from the pool as equivalent to the moisture from a hot shower. Equally important, a means of removing humidity from the pool area should be included in your design. People often use a simple bathroom exhaust fan that vents outside and is controlled by a timer or a humidistat. An operable window or a room dehumidifier may also be used. The room dehumidifier should be sized based on your understanding of how your pool will be used. Expensive commercial-sized dehumidification systems are only required in your residential application if you plan to keep your pool open all the time, or if the kids are in charge. While the retractable security cover includes a lock mechanism, it is also best to keep a lock on the pool room door to keep the kids out. As you consider an outdoor location for your endless pool, the advantage of the endless pool's small footprint become apparent. Standing just 3.5 feet high, a standard endless pool, complete with a retractable security cover, looks like this. In a backyard where space is at a premium, it's important to remember that the endless pool can be 1 or 2 feet shorter. It may be positioned to avoid obstacles in the yard, such as a tree, a fence, a neighbor, or almost anything. An endless pool is designed to fit in your backyard and not ruin it. We make pools 1, 2, or even 3 feet wider, and up to 2 feet longer. Big enough for the whole family to enjoy. Looking again at our standard endless pool, we can see that building a deck around the pool makes it easier to get into the pool and makes it appear built in. By raising the deck to the top edge of the pool, you achieve a fully in-ground look. An in-ground pool like this is ideal when our optional stairs are selected. But the simplest endless pool installation is above ground on a terrace or a patio. A small step or two is helpful. Of course, you can also excavate and sink the pool into the ground to achieve these same benefits. Unlike a traditional pool, not much excavation is required to sink an endless pool down a foot or two. This is a key advantage since the work can often be done by hand, avoiding costly earth-moving equipment that might damage your yard. While the pool rests on a flat surface, the surrounding ground may be sloped. Sometimes partial excavation will be necessary. Excavation is generally more costly than building a deck around a freestanding pool. With an endless pool, the largest component is the pool panel. Because of the endless pool's modular design, it's easy to relocate. Of course, with an endless pool in the garage, you'll want a car turn in the driveway.